Hello, friends and fellow travelers. Straight Talk with Eli here. And this is my second video today, that's why I had the number 2 up with my fingers. I wanted to talk to you about the friend code because when I first heard about it, I was 19 or 20 years old. And one of my friends, let's call her Joyce, was dating this guy, let's call him SWAT. And another friend, let's call her Terry. So Terry knew SWAT for a long time, since he was a little kid, and then I knew him, I just knew of him, I didn't know him personally until Joyce started dating SWAT, and then we became friends, because I liked him, he's a nice guy, and we had fun hanging out, and then SWAT and Joyce broke up, and then SWAT and I kept hanging out for a while after that. And SWAT and Joyce broke up, and then Terry came up to me and said, "Hey, Eli, I think SWAT wants in your pants." And I'm just like, okay, fine, whatever. I don't mind if he wants in my pants. He's a nice enough guy, and kind of interesting. A little bit weird, but sure. And I was like, I thought he was straight though, but I guess he's bi. And then, sure enough, 2 days later, SWAT comes up to me and says, "Hey, Eli, I really want in your pants." And I'm just like, oh, sure, fine, let's go back to my place. And we hooked up, and then I told Terry. But then Terry told Joyce. And then Joyce became super upset with me, and she said, "Eli, you didn't follow the friend code." And I'm like, "What's the friend code?" And she said, "You did not ask me if you could hook up with SWAT." And I was like, "Well, why would I have asked you? You broke up." And she's like, "That's the thing. What if you and SWAT started dating? What if I never wanted to see SWAT again? What if I don't want him in my life more often? What if, there's a whole bunch of reasons why, but you're supposed to ask me." And I was just like, "Oh, I did not know that." And then also I said, well, and Terry was with us, and I said, "Well, Terry, why didn't you tell me?" And she said, "That's why I warned you that SWAT maybe wanted in your pants." And I was like, "Oh, well, I didn't know." And she's like, "Oh, Eli, I thought you knew." And so there is a friend code. If you are going to date a friend's ex, you need to ask them first if you can date them. And it's really simple. Since they're already your friend, you can just say, "Hey, can I date your ex?" And then the answer will be either yes or no. But be ready for a no, and respect that no. So, I think I want to talk even more about this.